And I think that the effects are always exerted in this particular lifetime.
Yeah.
Any behavior that gives us temporary pleasure or relief, and therefore we crave it, but then it creates harm in the long term and we can't give it up. That's what an addiction is. So that could be anything. Gambling, sports, eating, shopping, work, relationships, pornography, food, internet, of course, anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Or we could do any of those things. Well, not pornography, but we could do more. We could be interested in sexuality without it being without that being in any way unhealthy. In fact, it being a very healthy expression of who we are. It all has to do with our relationship to it.
Yeah.
In a healthy relationship with any behavior, whether it's to do with say a glass of wine or your work or your sexuality or your relationship or how you relate to food, clearly we can have a healthy relationship with food. In fact, we have to. But we can also have a dysfunctional relationship to food that could threaten our health. The key question is, are we aware? Are we conscious? Are we making deliberate choices? Or are we driven by unconscious pain? And so the unhealthy relationship is always driven by unconscious pain. So if I get into a relationship because I'm looking for a life partner with whom I can grow and whom I can cherish and feel cherished by, even if it takes several relationships to get there, that's just healthy human behavior. If I'm engaging in relationships because I need validation and I need somebody to prove to me that I'm lovable, or because I need to dominate somebody, or perhaps get some comfort in feeling dominated, and so I'm driven to do it, then it's unhealthy. Same with food.
Yeah.
If I'm eating to enjoy it consciously and to nourish my body, that's great. But if I'm doing it to soothe my pain, if I'm eating junk food to release the endorphins in my brain so I can temporarily feel better, if I'm using it to stuff down my pain, literally you're stuffing down your pain by stuffing down the food, if that's why I'm doing it, it's unhealthy. So it's not the activity per se, it's one's internal relationship to it that defines whether it's healthy or addictive. And the key question is, are you craving it? Does it give you temporary pleasure but cause harm in the long term? If yes, it's not a healthy relationship. When the Buddha talked about attachment, he talked about an unhealthy craving and holding on to mind patterns or behaviors or objects or anything